Welcome to a new video and episode on my ESP32 IoT Internet of Things device with attached an LED, a buzzer, 7-segment display, servo motor, LCD, LDR, light dependent resistor, by the way this is a light emitting diode, and a keypad. This is simply on and off. This is on and off. This is controlled by each segment, 7 segments. Servo motor controlled by pulse width modulation. LCD controlled by I2C. And a keypad read by on GPIO. And well, a few problems. The keypad has problems that it is not read properly. The servo motor should work, and last time I found out that I frequently have to reset the device. This has some flaky wiring somehow. The buzzer. If you hear now a very high-pitched noise, that's the buzzer. Most annoying thing is right now that the program even isn't running. The ESP32, at least this version, this specific thing, has volatile memory. That means that as soon as you remove the power, the program is gone. And hence, since I haven't yet for this video uploaded the program, it shouldn't do anything. And yet it is under power and hence it is working. So much for control. I also haven't yet attached the probes for the oscilloscope. That is my way to check for the correctness of all signals. But as it has shown, some wiring is there as well, and I want to be sure that every probe is acting nicely. Another thing is that this LCD is very sensitive to whatever wiring it is, and it seemingly doesn't matter which wire I touch, and then the text on the LCD is well, garbage. So I have a few things to do. I already put this one, the keypad, into its Visitechnique frame. Well, I constructed the frame with Visitechnique, so I intend to do about the same with the LCD. Just to make sure that it is properly seated. Anyway, let's first see how things run. Not yet with the oscilloscope attached. So first of all, check the board selected. Oh yes, I am using the Arduino IDE, so it is basically Arduino C that I'm using. AVRC. Okay, the module is set. USB 2 is set. This is acting as USB 2 for the computer. The upload speed is set to 11.5 to 115,200 baud. So that's set. Let's upload and see whatever happens. Oh, and by the way, I don't hear the buzzer right now, so that's a relief. And let's see whatever happens. Okay, that's it. LCD works. Wow. That's good. This is completely blank. That's good as well because it yet has to start. Okay. LCD. Yes. Thank you. Buzzer goes. And oh, let's check with serial monitor. And by now, by the way, the pulse width modulated controlled servo motor should have moved by now, which hasn't happened, which is no surprise, but it is too bad. But it's also the reason that I actually want to have the probe attached, so I can check whether the pulse modulation is actually working and the voltage of 3.3 volts from here is actually passed through. So let's attach things. Alright, so now I am with attached probes and the motor suddenly started running. That's good as well. Then the probe here for 3.3 volts is showing exactly that. Then the pulse, this is actually the wire for one of the rows, which is showing 3 volts, 4 volts actually. So what's new? Oh, I haven't yet reseated it, but let me just do that. Doesn't do very much. Motor is working, very nice. It actually started working, strangely enough, as soon as I attached this probe here, or this crocodile beak, to the ground. Don't ask me why, I have no clue, but that's what happened. The buzzer is quiet for now. So, what to do next? Apart from a nice running motor, okay. Like I said, LCD and keypad, focus number 1 and 2 and 3. I did, when I go back here, I did put this stuff in the setup and it failed immediately. So that's not a good idea. Question is, with things seemingly working, oh wait, LDR value is still 0 volts. That's not good. That is certainly not good. And it is halfway. It's a minor issue, but it is an issue. And that is why I want actually all the probes being upright or some other place, not interfering with the wires. Because now it is for me very hard to check the wiring here. Where exactly, and this is exactly the location where all the wiring to the LDR is. Okay. Apart from that, key, no key, yeah, right. And you can see that whether I press this key or not, and I'm pressing this one, it seemingly doesn't matter because the signal doesn't change. So I need to use another wire. And the one ends up in the middle, so that means that I have to use the green wire. I have to use the green wire now. No, not with this one, because this is the pulse modulation. Yeah, right. Right. I need to be careful here. So I take this one out and I put it into the green wire, which is hard enough apparently. I need a tool to accomplish this. So here I go. Oh, let me select the camera. That's better. So here goes, hopefully nicely into this hole. Yes, and that is for this probe. Which is row 1. So that should be this one. But still, something is wrong, because the signal has not changed. This is, I am now pressing the columns. So if I press row, this is column, this should be row number 1. This is row number 1, row number 1, row number 1, row, no. I'm pressing them all. And this is actually the first time that I am probing row number 1. Previously I probed row number 4. So why are these signals apparently the same? This doesn't make sense. I should make a drawing of everything and then make a draw conclusion, because this doesn't lead anywhere. Alright, now there are a few things that are not going very nice. First of all, of course, the pressing of the keys on the keypad, and then the getting the signals accordingly doesn't work. So I have tried something to do with wiring the keypad or schematics, and these are quite obvious. I can take a look at the keypad, and then some wiring on the back and on the front are quite logical, but there are also wires running here, and they are hidden partly under the buttons, and the buttons have 4 wires, and the buttons that I can draw have only 2. So I have to assume that there are 2 pairs of wires that are interconnected. Which ones, I can only guess. Now the problem is that by those 4 I don't know which ones are connected. It may very well be that, for instance, with this connector, that this wire that's running through doesn't even touch these 2 and goes straight here. I don't know. It can be that this wire goes to this point and this point as well. On the other hand, given the fact that there's a bend in this wire here, I'm not quite sure you can see it, but it's there. And there are no bends anywhere else, that it has to end here. In that case, some wire from here, and I will have to assume that it is row 1, goes straight to here, from here to here, but I can't be sure. These ones are not yet connected, so in case it is row 1, this one would go here and nope, as well as here, as well as here. In case of this one here, and why does this go wrong? So that would be like this, and I can only assume, because another thing that I don't know is how these are interconnected, because now this is column 4, but where's the row going? So there's a lot not quite clear to me how these wires are going. The only thing that I can do is dismantle the whole thing, and let me save this, is dismantle the whole thing and use a multimeter or the scope to probe through everything. I don't need signal there for that. Just press a button and then see where everything leads to, and that takes a lot of time. So for now I'm going to leave the keypad as is and see for the algorithm if I can make out how I can get more things done, because this is obviously not working. it makes no sense that these work and this one doesn't. And I already tried for the other ones, and that makes the same nonsense. So, what more to do? I tried the buzzer. That kind of works with the emphasis of kind of. And again, if you have noticed, the buzzer goes during the motor and with the LED. So somehow it is off. It is not quite the way it should work. You have to hear the buzzer and then the whole thing starts again. That's not doing it. That's not working. Other thing is the 7-segment display. I am only doing 1, I think, and 2. Yeah, I should check on that one as well. It would be nice if it does everything. And that requires something else to be written, because to have a lot of code where I can save code, that's another thing. Okay. Let me focus on that one. I know I'm changing thoughts and ideas constantly, but this keypad bugged me off. Okay, 7-segment display, right here. Not quite accurately wired right now, as you can see. If I move some of the wires, then some segments suddenly start working out. And then you see it is 2 and back to 0. So anyway, that kind of works. I was wondering that if I want to make more use of the display, then I better have it in a separate routine, like I have done with LED as well. So I have, for my own ease, noted which one is which, and then you start up, and then up right, lower right, under, left, upper, and right in the middle. I don't think those are the proper translations, but anyway, it goes from top, here, here, and finally here. Then the question is how to get the values through to this part of the code, because this instruction takes the segment and takes high or low, and that is not an integer. So I thought, okay, I do like this, high, and then see whatever comes of it. I haven't tested it yet, but if this goes wrong, we'll see. And this gives actually everything high. So let's upload, see whatever it gives. There it goes wrong. Define high. Oh, it's a numeric constant. And where does it go high? Right in there. Really? Then it goes. Oh, it starts with, I can't start it. Okay. So, okay, let's say segment display. I don't care. Segment display. That's where it goes wrong. Alright. So I need to call it like this. Go. G was not declared in this scope. Um, 21, 58, wherever. B has not been declared. Oh, the whole lot has not been declared. Ah, interesting. Because here I seem to use this. Interesting. So I declare string, but they say, okay, no such thing. When I use here int as a number, I use here number. But apparently that does not work the same way here. Okay, let's figure out how that works then. I don't think that would matter. String A. And A doesn't simply accept that. Too bad. I need to figure that out. Actually, quite interestingly, the error about for the first one, A, is quite different. Cannot convert string to uint. So digital write takes 2 ints, which makes it completely different. So what I had hoped to do, let's see here. See, this is where the B is being declared and A, so that takes 1 and then the rest. So, since it is integer after all, or more appropriate, yes, int, because this has been declared integer, I take this as integer as well. And then I wonder why it would not take it. So let's take this one out. Try again. Are these 7? Yes, these are 7. Okay, 7 in total. So since it is all integer apparently, does it do this the same? Let's see. No, it doesn't. But B is accepted. Okay, then I do it different again. And I say A, B, C, D, E and F. Oh, that is a nice one. I have to declare them as value. Maybe. Not necessarily. But let's see what this takes. I can declare them and initialize them. I can also just declare them. What does this take? Nothing. Okay. Odd. So if I declare them with value, now they've all been declared with value. Now what? Declared void. Yeah. Okay, so nice. Int. And that is another thing, because why does it accept here a void for integer as well? Redefinition. Yeah, I know. I just did. And G was not declared at this scope. Oh, G. I forgot G. Yes. But still, this is very, very strange. And I need to wrap. But this is something I need to find out. Why does this take void with an integer, and why does this not take void being an integer? Why do I have to declare this and not this one? That's I'm confused. Okay, to be continued next time then. Alright, so this is a wrap for this episode with unexpected elements. A keypad that is very difficult to draw in schematics for the wiring, and a 7-segment display that I want to optimize the code, and something with C or AVRC that doesn't let me do what I like. So I have to find that out. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please donate to support this video channel, YouTube channel, and you can do so by PayPal and Wired. Please see my website for more information. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned on my website, and depending on the pledge, also with my videos. Like I said, all information including the names on my social media under this video. This is going to be continued, as I said. Have a nice day and bye bye.